Hello and welcome to NetScan at HealthScan. At HealthScan we've developed technology, microchip technology, that allows you now to have a food intolerance test done in the comfort of your own home. Wherever you happen to be in the world, anywhere at all, we can send you a NetScan kit and we can record your nervous system signal. Very clever technology. As I say, it's very advanced, and you don't have to leave home. You can have this done from the comfort of your own home now. Just as a radio signal or a TV signal or a telephone signal can be sent using the internet, you can also send your nervous system signal, and we can test that as though you were in the clinic. Basically, people come to the clinic so that they bring their nervous system signal to us for testing, and then we run it and test it against the different foods and the signals that come from those items to get the results. But you can send that signal now to us through the internet. Very clever technology, and the world has moved on tremendously. With NetScan, as I say, you can do that. You can send it as an email attachment. I'll be showing you how to do that as we get into this video. Very straightforward, really. But after you watch this video, if you wish to proceed, then just click the box to my left here and fill in the health information form. And when you get to the bottom, just click the word next, and that will take you to PayPal. Make the payment there, and we'll have received both the information form and the PayPal payment. And my secretary will email you back to let you know that we've received them, and she'll also send out the NetScan kit to you by registered post and send you the tracking information so you can keep an eye on it. Normally it's say 10 days or so on average around the world is all it takes. You can then record the signal, and you do that with this basically. This is our NetScan kit, very clever stuff. We have microchips in this little red dome here, and if I just show you inside first, you pop the CD into your computer, laptop computer, runs on Windows only, Windows programs. You have all the information here, instructions on how it works, but I'm going to take you through it at the moment. It's very straightforward, and we're always here to help you if you need any help. So pop the CD into your computer, and it'll bring up a little window on the screen, and I'll be showing you how that works in a second. And the end of the probe you pop into your microphone socket, and that's all you have to do. It'll run the program, and you just click a little button that you'll see on the screen in a moment. And when that's running, just pop your index fingers on the two little brass tabs here. Wet the fingers a little bit just to help with conductivity, but just make a connection there for a minute. Run it for a minute, and it doesn't hurt. You feel absolutely nothing at all. Nothing at all. But the microchips within the red dome there will be picking up your nervous system signal and sending it through the wire into the computer to be recorded, so you can send it as an email attachment. So when you receive your NetScan kit, just pop the CD into the computer, and this little box will appear on the screen within about 15 seconds. Put the plug into the microphone socket, and you're more or less ready to go. If you are using a friend's computer, you will leave no information behind at all on the computer. It's only been used to run the program. It does have to be Windows, and it does have to be a laptop, and it must be plugged into the mains. Okay, you're more or less ready to go now. Just wet the tips of your index fingers on both hands and click on the little red button there to start the recording. Pop your fingers onto the brass probes and you'll see the recording taking place. This is your unique electrical signal that runs through your brain, through your nervous system, that we're recording now. You'll be able to send that to me in an email attachment. I'll show you how to do that in a second. And this is, say, state-of-the-art technology, very clever stuff. The future of medicine, quite frankly. Hopefully one day this will be in all the hospitals throughout the world. Just record it nice and gently. You'll feel nothing at all when you touch the brass probes. There's no pain, no sensation, absolutely nothing. Just let it do its thing there. Every Windows program will run this at different speeds. Some will take a minute, some will take half that. This is Windows 7, it's just 47.55 seconds. There we go, that's fine. But we only need 5 or 10 seconds of your signal, unique electrical signal, for the test purposes, but we'll take whatever you can record. Okay, so once you've done that, just pop up here to test, click on test, and come down and click on save. Then you see this little box open up. Just pop up here to file name, put your name in here. I'm going to put Bill Smith for now. But put your name in and press on save. And so it takes you back to this little box, and then you can just delete that top right hand corner, little cross, and press on that. And then if you go and click on My Documents folder, it will take you to your NetScan file. When you get into My Documents, pick up your file for Bill Smith, obviously your name, and double click it. It will take you to this page, your bars and waves. This is your unique electrical signal, the signal that runs through your brain, through your nervous system, the signal that keeps you alive and keeps things working. You'll be able to send this to us by email. I'll show you how to do that in a moment. And if you don't happen to see this, these bars when you do come into this page, just bring your arrow here, right click it, and go down to bars and waves. Click on that and you'll see them there. Okay. So once you've finished looking at these, just pop up the top right hand corner and close the page down, and I'll show you how to send it as an email. Go to your My Document folder on your desktop, open that, and it will take you to the page here with your NetScan file in it. Locate that with your name on it. Mine is Bill Smith, of course, and right click it. You will then see this. You pop down here to send to, and across and down to mail recipient. Click on mail recipient and it will set up your email with your NetScan signal as an attachment. So once your email is set up, send it to intolerance@healthscan.co.uk. Go to the subject line and remove the word emailing and pop the word NetScan in there. Then go to the bottom here and clear up the body of the message and put your name and address. That's it, that's all you have to do. The attachment is here, as you can see, so all you have to do is just send it. So once we receive the signal from you, we'll put it through our program here and identify what suits your brain and what doesn't. I'll show you how it works. First of all, we'll look at butter. We'll send the signal for butter into the computer, into the NetScan program, along with the signal from your brain. And we'll see how they react to each other. There we are. You see the bottom right hand corner, the number climbing? So we've got a 51. That tells us that butter is fine. If this were your brain, it would not upset your brain. Cheddar cheese. Okay, 37 is a problem. Basically, if it's 47 or less, it's a problem. If it's 58 or more, it's a problem. It's gone away from 50. And we're measuring resistance here in an electrical circuit, and that circuit is in your nervous system. This is what would happen if these two foods were to meet. Again, if this were your scan, you'd have a major problem with cheese in your brain. Electrically, your brain could not handle that signal, so it would not be able to run your body properly. Let's have a look at egg white. That's okay. Nearer to 50 the better. Whole egg. That's okay, no problem. Egg yolk. That's fine. So eggs will be perfectly alright for the brain. Let's see what lactose is doing. Okay, we've got a 44 is the highest we've got for lactose. So lactose, you'd be lactose intolerant. From a brain point of view, it's a drug your brain cannot handle. So you need to avoid milk if it's got lactose in it, or you need to avoid lactose. You can buy lactose-free milk. Well, we don't know yet if the milk suits you. We're just going to check that now in a moment. Margarine is fine. I'll just finish the dairy products and then I'll take you down through the other products without testing them. 49, so cow's milk would be okay, but you need it to be lactose free. Goat's milk is okay. All this information is coming from your brain, because that's what's in this circuit now. And if you listen to your own brain, it'll start working and running your body properly. For the very first time in your life, you're not giving it problems. Okay, let's see what soy milk's doing. Soy milk's okay. So just to recap there, basically the cow's milk is okay provided it's lactose free. Right, I'll just do this last one and then we'll move on. Yogurt. Okay, major problem here with yogurt. 27. So you'd need to avoid yogurt for your brain to function properly. So there's quite a few dairy problems here. And that's how it works basically. Let me take you down through the other products and show you what they are. We've got a nice range of fish, sardine, trout, tuna, and then we run into the range of fruit, which is fairly standard stuff. If you eat or drink anything a little bit unusual on a regular basis, then let me know when you fill in your health information form and I'll test those items for you. I have about 700,000 or 800,000 items on the computer, not all foods of course, but if you're eating something a little bit unusual, I'll almost certainly be able to find it on the computer and I'll test those for you. It's not the things you have once in a while that are a problem, it's the things that you eat mostly or drink mostly that will be the major problems, the things we need to look at. So if you're eating something once in a blue moon, don't worry about sending me that information. There's wheat, obviously that's bread, pasta, spaghetti, biscuits. Fairly standard everyday stuff for most people. And then we move into meats, good range of them. Any one of these can cause problems in the brain. Although you might like the taste of it, your taste buds do not run your body, your brain does. Your stomach may like the food, but your stomach doesn't run your body, your brain does. So now we're looking at what your brain wants. Olive oil, pepper, salt, 2 types of yeast, baker's yeast of course in bread, and brewer's yeast in alcohol, beer, wine and champagne. Okay, range of nuts, all these will be tested individually and I'll supply you with reports on each and every one of them. Tea, coffee, red and white wine, and a nice range of vegetables. People think that vegetables are healthy. Well, they are for some people, but for other people they're major problems. They're drugs. Everything's a drug. Heroin grows in the ground, so does the lettuce. We need to check these things to make sure your brain is happy with them. Onion, peas, potatoes, sweet corn, tomatoes. So there you are. There's 108 items there. I'll also run on and do herbs and spices and dusts and feathers and all sorts of other things. About 160 items in all. So once we've done that, we then pop the foods that we've tested and other things into lists for you. There'll be 3 lists. One is a red one, of course they're the baddies, the things you need to avoid in order to become a new person within weeks. You'll also have a blue list, things that are borderline, things that you should be avoiding, but if you have them occasionally it's not the end of the world. And a green list, of course they'll be fine, and you can eat as many of those as you wish. If you have any problems with digestive disorders, such as irritable bowel, colic and so on, I'll advise you on that. Or any respiratory problems, such as asthma, for example, or nasal problems and so on. I've cured thousands of people with these problems over the years. I know exactly how to deal with them and what goes on in those particular departments of the body. And I'll advise you, and I put that all into my report. As I say, between 5,000 and 6,000 words the report will run to. So you'll have a very comprehensive program to follow in the coming weeks. And you become a new person. Most people do within a month or so. That report will arrive to you within about 48 hours of us receiving your NetScan signal. Quite often it's 24 hours, but it depends how busy I am. But certainly 48 hours maximum. That'll be emailed back to you. I should point out that this is not allergy testing. It has nothing to do with allergies. Allergy is a completely different thing to a food intolerance. and you need to know the difference if you don't already. If you look over here on my left, there's a button that will take you down and explain that to you. Click on that, have a look at what I've written there, so that you're well aware of what we're doing here. This is the future of medicine. This is the future of medicine. It should be in every hospital in the world, and hopefully one day it will be. The other thing you can do is have a look at my videos. If you click on the little video camera up here, and look at video 1, 2 and 3, videos 1, 2 and 3, they'll explain everything to you. But make sure you do that, because there's a lot of good information there. As I say, this is not allergy testing. Probably 40% of the people I've tested and cured over the years, and I'm talking about 10, maybe 12,000 people, maybe 40% of those had already been for allergy tests, and it didn't work. It didn't work, or they wouldn't have been coming to see me in the first place. This, as I say, is the future, and the sooner that the conventional medicine recognises that, the better. If you have any questions in any way about your health, or about what you're going to do, what you're thinking of doing, either before you have a NET scan or after, I'm here for you. I'll be available to talk to you any time. Just email me so that we can set up a mutually convenient time. We can talk obviously on the telephone, or we can talk using Skype. My Skype address is HealthScan UK. But as I say, do email me first if you could, so that we can set up a time that suits us both. If you wish to proceed now, just click on the box here on my left, and that will take you through the program. And it's very straightforward, as I say. Okay, I'm going to say goodbye to you now, and I look forward to being of help to you, giving you a happier and healthier life, so that you can go on to enjoy many, many years of good health. All the very best now.